Hey collective, welcome guys. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do a read for all of the zodiac signs. So I'll include in the description of my video for each zodiac sign kind of a timestamp you can click on. It'll take you to whatever your zodiac sign is, whichever read you're interested in watching. We're going to use the Rider deck today. And these are going to be kind of small little reads, but also give us a beat on sort of what's going on in everybody's lives and what everybody's dealing with. So we're going to start with Capricorn. This is going to be Capricorn's read. So we got a bunch of cards that popped out right away. This guy too wanted to come out. So we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So new beginning. Somebody might be struggling with a new beginning. It could have to do with finances as well. King of Swords, interesting. And he's in reverse here. So this King of Swords, he's somebody who's not very emotional. He's somebody who's very cold emotionally. He deals in facts. He might have to do with this new beginning, and maybe we're waiting on him to make some sort of a judgment or make some sort of a decision in moving forward. This might be something in the courts that somebody's dealing with. So we're waiting for somebody who makes choices based completely on fact, no emotion. And it does have to do in regards to finances here, guys. Some sort of a collaboration has come to an end. This Three of Pentacles, it does represent that starting to see the fruits of your labor. It speaks of collaboration, of working together. You can see in it, it almost looks like a couple getting married almost. And this might be what we're dealing with in some sort of a relationship coming to an end and a dividing of assets. The King of Cups. And this King of Cups could be a representative of somebody who is a water sign, possibly. So it could be a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. He could just be representative of somebody who's going through a very emotional time, because Cups does represent emotion. This is somebody who's very much in their emotions right now. On the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Cups represents options, having many options, weighing your options carefully. I do feel like connected to the King of Cups, like the King of Cups he's exploring options. And it might have to do with moving forward, moving on, moving with a new future. This might have to do with whatever this division is of assets, of pentacles, and deciding what he's willing to give up in this partnership coming to an end. And the Three of Wands in reverse as well. On this Three of Wands, it represents that sort of looking forward while overcoming obstacles. So somebody's having trouble moving on. Somebody's having trouble moving forward. Somebody's having trouble letting go. And this would definitely be indicative of this King of Cups who is struggling with choices right now. So the Eight of Wands, swift communication. There's some sort of communication coming, and it may be related to this King of Swords, this Ace of Pentacles, and having some sort of a judgment coming soon. This news is coming. This might not be a face-to-face communication. This might be a communication that comes through some other form. But there's going to be some sort of something coming, some communication coming, the Fool card. So he can represent a new perspective. He can represent taking a leap of faith as well. Maybe somebody struggling with a new perspective or gaining a new perspective. Maybe having their rose-colored glasses shattered. I almost get that feeling from this. We do have the King of Pentacles too. This King of Pentacles, he's got to have something to do with this choice and somebody dividing money, somebody perhaps not wanting to let go of money. Maybe they're stuck in their way of thinking about money and not wanting to share it. Because maybe they felt like they built it, they earned it, and they don't want to share it with anybody else. Because that Four of Wands is all about building. Juggling, finding balance. King doesn't want to share. The King of Pentacles doesn't want to share whatever this is, and this is why the King of Swords had to come into this situation. It had to be somebody who's removed from emotions to be able to make this decision, because this King of Pentacles, he is He is working on emotion as well. Part of his decision is emotional, this not wanting to share because he feels like he built it all for himself. And the Ace of Swords in reverse. So the Ace of Swords usually represents triumph. It usually represents victory. Swords does tend to speak to truths and sort of thoughts, that analytical side. So the opposite of emotion here. So we might have to sort through some truths here. There might need to be a truth that's realized. And it might come about when this judgment is made, this swift news. I don't know, somebody's not going to like what this news is too. Somebody's going to be cheesed about it. I do believe it's this King of Pentacles who doesn't want to let go. So Pentacles can be indicative of somebody who's an earth sign. It can be that Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Maybe. They might just be representative of somebody who feels like they own all the money, that they earned all the money. They shouldn't have to share it. The Star card, clarity and hope. Somebody's going to be cheesed about all of this, about how it all plays out. But somebody is carrying all the burdens, or somebody feels like they're carrying all the burdens in this situation. And Strength in reverse. I do see the tail between the legs of that lion in the Strength card. And I feel like this is part of what this judgment is. It's almost like gonna humble somebody, or have them feeling like they kind of got shamed, or they got the shit end of the stick here. And the Emperor card in reverse. And this Emperor is part of this authority who's taking part in this judgment as well. So having him in reverse, he also, to me, he represents that somebody's not going to like the judgment. Somebody's not going to like the news. One party in this situation is going to feel like they lost out. They're going to feel like they didn't get their fair due. They're going to feel like somebody else got the upper hand in whatever this is. But I keep getting pulled back to the options, to having many options, weighing their options carefully. It's like somebody had their choice. Somebody had their choice. Somebody made their choice. Somebody now has to deal with the consequences of their choice. They might not like it. They might be sulking. They might be high in their emotions because now they're going to have to reap the rewards of their behavior. They're going to have to pay the price of what it is. And it's something that they now have no control over, the choice of how everything gets divided. Now it's up to somebody else, somebody who takes emotion out of it, and somebody who just looks at facts. And that's why it's going to get divided the way it is, because nobody's taking anybody else's emotions into account. Now it's just facts, and somebody's going to be pissed about how it got divided, but it is based on choices that they made, that the situation that they're in right now. Alrighty, Capricorn, so that was your guys' read. I hope it resonated with you. I'm going to shuffle up these cards. We're going to get going for Sagittarius next. So, sort of ask the powers that be to be able to pick these cards out for Sagittarius. For Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on in Sagittarius' life. Sagittarius. See what we got for Sagittarius. See what you guys are dealing with today. We got a whack that wanted to pop out here. So the Sun card. The Sun card is a good omen card. It does represent positive things manifesting for someone. It can also represent sort of somebody seeing the light or having some sort of insight. It's a positive card. It radiates positivity to me, this card. The Knight of Pentacles, something someone's been working for a long time, finally coming to fruition. This is good news. We also have the Devil card as well in reverse. So somebody's been shaking a devil. Somebody was able to sort of move forward. Somebody was able to start moving into the light and releasing some sort of toxicity in their life. Yeah, they're no longer holding back. They're no longer holding on to something that was holding them back, which is what the Devil card represents. And I saw that they had many choices. They decided to make different choices in their life. They decided to expand their options and move beyond something that was no longer serving them. The Knight of Cups, it was an emotional victory. It's brought forward healing. It's brought forward other rewards too, and will be bringing forward even more rewards. Judgment. So Judgment is a lot like karma, sort of getting back what you put out into the universe. This is somebody who is changing their karma. This is somebody who's changing their karma by doing the right thing, by letting go of toxicity, by moving in a forward positive way, by finding healing and happiness in their own life, and they will wind up reaping the benefits of it. Oh, the Lovers, interesting. So this might have to do with a romantic relationship. This Lovers card might be tied to the Devil card. That might have been part of what we were moving on from. It might have been a toxic relationship. I do see positivity in this Lovers card though too. And I do feel it tied to karma. So it's like this healing the heart, getting rid of negative relationships, and moving in a positive forward way is going to draw in someone positive for a positive relationship healing. Somebody's healing. Somebody has chosen to move in a forward way and find healing in their life. This is a beautiful read, guys. And this is finding clarity. Somebody's been able to find clarity. They perhaps had to sift through lies, which might have been part of this toxicity from the past. But this is also thoughts and I feel, I know it's not cups, guys, but I feel that there are emotions that go along with these thoughts as well, that this person was feeling trapped in. That does tie back to the Devil card, things that were holding them back, things that were toxic. But they've been able to find clarity. They've been able to find this forward positive way. They're not staying stuck in those emotions. And that's what I was already feeling in the Eight of Swords in reverse, is the Five of Cups in reverse. We're healing, we're moving on, we're letting go of the past and finding something more positive. The Tower card. And that was the catalyst. This is part of this Devil. Some sort of an ending, some sort of a disappointing ending, but we're now starting a new beginning. And I'm pulled back to the Sun card. It's like a bright new beginning forward. And the World card in reverse here. And this is part of building for the future. This is part of building for good karma, I'm going to call it. It's that putting positive vibes out there, being positive, being in a positive way with the universe, and then being able to reap the benefits of that. You had a bunch pop out here, and these will be the last cards for this read. So the Chariot card. So the Chariot card does represent that perseverance, that positive forward movement. So we are still healing. We are still moving forward. We are still building. We haven't completely moved beyond it yet. So there's still healing that has to get done, which, man, wounds of the heart, they take the longest to heal. I think we all know that. So be patient with yourself during this healing process and this moving forward, and give yourself a pat on the back for making these choices, to not sit in whatever this was, to not sit in the emotions of it. You've already come a very long way in the healing process, and be patient as you move forward. A journey over time, this Nine of Wands. And he's healing too. He's healing and he's moving beyond these hurts of the past. We have the Empress in reverse. So the Empress is about growth. And this is a growing process too. This is why she's not completely upright, because this process hasn't completely finished yet. We're still dealing with emotions. We're still moving forward. We've come a long way. There's still some to go, but we're already going to start seeing positive benefits in terms of just how you feel on a day-to-day basis. And the Page of Swords. Oh, and somebody's still keeping an eye though. That's part of what this is too. Somebody's still keeping an eye. So somebody hasn't pissed off completely. And it does have to do with that negative energy from the past. Trying to weasel back. It's almost like trying to come back to this person's energy who's trying to heal and move forward. And it's like when they do try and come back, this person sort of looks at this person's past behavior and they're like, hey, do I really want more of that? But this person's still keeping an eye on it. And I feel like this person is moving forward. The energy who this person this read is for, that person is still healing and moving forward. It just makes it tough when you got somebody who keeps popping back in and trying to put you back into these different mindsets, or trying to trip up your progress. And the Death card. So the Death card is in reverse. It represents that sort of closing the door on one chapter of your life and starting a new one, this new beginning, this moving forward. So we are still struggling with it. But in the cards, I see a lot of progress. I see a lot of options and choice, and making different choices, choosing not to sit in emotions, choosing not to feel these thoughts anymore from this Eight of Swords, trying to move beyond that. This Page of Swords energy hasn't completely left yet, but that is their choice. That is their choice not to grow and not to move on. But it is having an impact on this person's healing process and moving forward, and trying to hold them back. So it's going to take strength, it's going to take perseverance, and it's going to take patience and kindness on this person's part with themselves while they heal and move forward, and not allow themselves to get pulled back into whatever this Page of Swords was up to. Alrighty guys, so that was for Sagittarius. So we're going to shuffle them up, and we're going to get going for, let's go Cancer next. We're going to do Cancer next. And I'm a Cancer, so I'm curious to see what the cards have to say for Cancer today. I don't think we've done a read for Cancer in a while. So let's see what's been happening in Cancer's life. What is Cancer going through? They got some struggles. What is happening for Cancer? Let's see. Cancer. What do you got for me, Cancer? Do a nice clear read for Cancer. Cancer. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got going for Cancer. What do you got, universe? That one wanted to pop out. We got this guy too that went sideways. The Emperor in reverse. Interesting. Some sort of authority figure. Some sort of success that we might be fighting for, or waiting for somebody to make a choice. Somebody in authority. The Fool card. I'm gonna pull a couple more here. Oh, that one wanted to go too. Choice. Waiting for someone to make a choice. Waiting for an Emperor to make a choice. An Emperor. Who is this Emperor? And healing. Taking time to heal. This Fool card. This Fool card comes into play. Wonder who this is tied to. On the Ten of Swords, a disappointing ending, but one that's beneficial in the long run, but it is in reverse. Someone not accepting an ending, somebody struggling to accept an ending and move forward. Someone fighting an ending, trying to keep things going. I keep getting the word foolish with the Fool card, and it might speak to another energy, and maybe the way that somebody's behaving or the way that somebody else is feeling. We do have this Six of Wands as well. Oh, somebody's not recognizing their foolish behavior. Trying to build, they're taking something down that they were building. Or something that they were trying to build is coming to an end. But it's because of their foolish behavior. I feel like somebody is healing, maybe even from poor health. This might not be speaking to the heart. This might actually be speaking to physical poor health and healing. Because somebody was foolish. Or this might just be an element of something that they're going through. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, and something that they've been working for. Something that they've been working for is not going to work out. because of a foolish choice or because of foolish behavior. Ace of Pentacles does represent new beginning, financial new beginning. So finances are changing for this person as well. The Sun card in reverse, which is it's not looking very good. The Sun card is usually a good omen, and it represents positive things manifesting for people. Whoever this Emperor represents, he's not having a good time. It does have to do with his own foolish choices, but he's also having health issues that he's trying to heal from, but he's reaping the benefits of his choices. And this is what the Seven of Pentacles is saying, as this not quite abundant harvest. He's paying the price for the choices that he makes, for foolish choices. Oh, with possibly a third party. There might be another energy involved in this. And the King of Swords comes into play. The King of Swords is all about, he's all about truth. He's all about facts. He's very cold. He's not a very emotional person. He might be playing a big part in this Emperor reaping what he's sown as well. And the Devil card in reverse. And this might be where this fits in, this Devil card, like somebody, this was part of his foolish choices. He got involved with somebody who has this devil energy, who has this energy to cause all sorts of problems. Not saying this person is the devil, they have a very negative energy, and they're gonna cause a whole lot of trouble. Like, this Emperor was foolish. They didn't know what they were getting into. They didn't know what they were sort of dipping their toes into, but they're starting to figure it out. Lots of lies and deceit went along with this. With whatever this was that this Emperor dipped his toes into. He's starting to see it now, though. He's starting to uncover some of this foolish thinking. Because I don't know if his emotions were preyed on. Because I'm feeling like there was emotional manipulation on some level. And now this Five of Cups is in reverse. He's actually starting to see it for what it was, that his emotions were preyed on. He's starting to see facts too. He's starting to see the truth of the matter in this situation. But it's almost like he felt like he had no choice, or he was manipulated into making certain choices by whoever this person was. I almost feel like, guys, usually I get a really positive vibe off of the King of Swords for some of these reads. I feel like he's got some other hand in this too. Some of the negative things that can go with the King of Swords is he can be very cunning and very clever. So he might have been a part of orchestrating whatever this was, in getting this Emperor to make certain choices, using manipulation and misinformation. It's like getting him to sign something blindfold, like he doesn't really know what's going on. He doesn't really know what he's signing on for. And now he's feeling trapped in the lies. Like somebody pulled the wool over his eyes and getting him to make certain choices. He feels very foolish in whatever these choices are. He's going through a period of bad health, which might have been a part of it as well. But like he's starting to heal from that. But definitely something that he built for a long time, he's losing. And that Ten of Swords in reverse, so whatever this ending it is, it kind of hoops him. It's not beneficial in the long run. It really hurts him, and he's losing something that he built for a long time. And like I said, there's some sort of a third party involved. There was lies, there was manipulation, and somebody had a very negative role in causing him to get him to sign something, to sign over something. And it does have to do with something that he worked for a very long time. Sorry, not the happiest read, guys. Sorry about that. But that's definitely what the cards are saying to me. So I'm not sure who this energy is in your life, this Emperor. He's definitely going through the ringer now, and that Fool card is coming into play. All right, let's get these shuffled up, and then we're gonna do a read for Libra next. We'll do Libra. So let's get these guys shuffled, and we'll get going for a Libra read. Alrighty. Libra, Libra, Libra. We're going to do a nice clean read for Libra. So what's Libra got going on? We haven't done a Libra read in a while. What's going on in Libra's life? Alrighty guys, so this is for Libra. We got a few that want to pop out right away. These are the ones we're going to get started with. Ace of Pentacles, which represents new beginnings, can sometimes speak to finances. So we might be looking at some sort of a financial change in somebody's life. We do have the Sun card in reverse. The Sun card is usually a good omen card. It represents positive things manifesting. Having it in reverse says this might not be the best change that's going on in someone's life. We do have the Ace of Swords. So Ace of Swords can represent triumph, but swords are indicative of thoughts. Sometimes lies and truths as well. Facing down like that, there might be a lie that caused some financial damage in somebody's life, or cost them financially, or changed their financial situation. Maybe not for the better here. We do have Justice here. Somebody feels like justice wasn't done. Somebody is possibly even seeking justice in this case as well. Having trouble letting go, having trouble moving forward, having trouble moving on. And it does have to do with what was done here. Third party. Somebody else coming into play, somebody who doesn't belong, somebody who possibly had negative intentions. And maybe now somebody's seeking justice because of it. King of Cups. So somebody's feeling their emotions right now. Very emotional with what they're going through. Which definitely, this would bring up a lot of emotions. If somebody had a financial change that was not so positive based on somebody else, based on something dishonest. Page of Swords, somebody's keeping an eye on them. Somebody's watching. Strength card. Somebody's trying to get the upper hand. It's Page of Swords. Or somebody feels like somebody did get the upper hand on them. Is what I see in this Strength card, which is not what I usually see in it, but these are the words that keep popping into my mind. Somebody preyed on somebody else's generosity, saying they were in a rough spot possibly, or pretending to be in a rough spot, or were actually in a rough spot but then took advantage of somebody to their financial detriment. Eight of Wands, communication. There's going to be some communication happening here. It might be coming back from this Page of Swords, whoever it is. It might also have to do with justice as well. That Justice card and somebody seeking justice. Somebody feeling like they're having trouble choosing. They're having trouble choosing a path. Choosing a direction, making a decision. Somebody's having trouble making a decision here. The Ace of Cups is about healing. It's about new beginnings. Somebody's having trouble moving past what this is. Somebody's having trouble starting over. And the Empress is about growth and growing and nurturing. Somebody's having a really hard time with their emotions right now because of this situation. This has really got them down. The Five of Wands. The Five of Wands usually represents conflict and fighting. And this might be part of this. The decision is whether to fight for whatever this is, whether to fight for justice, or whether to cut losses and move on. And that's what this Ten of Swords is talking about too, accepting that there might not be justice, or accepting that they're going to have trouble finding justice, trying to decide, like I said, whether to cut your losses and move on is what somebody's struggling with right now, or whether this is something they should fight for and seek justice over. The Moon card, secrets being revealed though. So secrets are being revealed about this situation, about possibly somebody's true intentions along the way, that they weren't honest, or that they were looking to take advantage of someone, or whatever they said their situation was maybe wasn't entirely true, and they did it just to prey on somebody's emotions, to be able to get some sort of a financial gain. We also have the Fool card, and somebody feels like a fool for buying into it. It's not... I'm feeling bad for somebody. That empathy, that's human. You don't have to, that's not foolish. That's not foolish, that's very human, it's kindness. But somebody preyed on this kindness. Some people mistake kindness for weakness. And that's what this person did, who preyed upon this kind person to try and take something from them. And they wound up putting them in a bad spot. This communication. And I almost wonder if it's somebody traveling too, because it can represent travel. It might have been somebody took the money and they just took off. They traveled and they took off. But there's still communication in it. So somebody knows that they took off, whether they saw it on social media or whether they heard through the grapevine. They know that this person took off, and they might evade justice because of it. But it's putting this other person in a very bad spot where they're having trouble moving on and starting over. Finding out all these truths. Alrighty guys, so that is the read for Libra. Sorry, that's not the happiest read either. We've had a couple so far. Not very joy-filled. Sorry guys. Just going with what the cards say here. We're going to get them all shuffled up, and Taurus is going to be next. We're going to do Taurus next. We haven't done a read for Taurus in a while too. So we're going to see what's going on in Taurus's life. I'm curious. Give the cards a good old shuffle here. Alrighty. What do you got for Taurus universe? What's going on? What's going on with Taurus? What are they struggling with? What are they dealing with? Let's talk to Taurus today. Alright, Taurus, what do you got? What do you got? What's going on? What are you going through? Alrighty, Taurus. Alright, let's see. What is Taurus dealing with right now? We got a bunch that popped out that went sideways here. These are the ones we're going to get going with. You know what? That bottom card wanted to come out too. That's the one we're going to start the read with. Page of Cups. The Page of Cups tends to represent good news on the way, and that of an emotional nature. It's like an emotional offering sometimes. Depending on the read, sometimes it's a new relationship starting up, or someone showing romantic interest. We're going to see what's going on here. An offering, or somebody rejecting an offering, is what I definitely see in this Four of Cups, or trying to figure out whether this is an offering they want. The King of Wands. This King of Wands is attracted to someone. He's attracted to someone's energy. Like romantically attracted. He's going to be coming forward with some sort of an offering. I don't know nothing about this King of Wands. Let's keep going. Emperor. Emperor in reverse. Who is this Emperor in reverse? Whenever we're not going to have multiple energies in this read. We also have the Magician card. And the Magician card did want to turn upright, but I'm going to leave it the way it played. It does represent having all the tools that you need to be successful in life when it's upright. So we're going to bring that meaning forward too, and that may play a part in somebody making a decision about this offering and trusting their own judgment. When it's in reverse, it can speak to manipulation as well, and using tools to manipulate somebody. So we're gonna let both of those meanings play, because the card kind of spun a bit. We also have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So the Six of Pentacles can speak of balance, it can speak of generosity, it can speak of abundance. Again, it's offering, but it's offering very little, I see in this card. Somebody's offering very little. Two of Cups, a relationship with someone. Somebody's trying to offer some sort of a relationship, a romantic relationship, or a romantic connection. I can feel that in the cards. And someone from the past, coming back from the past, trying to make an offering. Who is it? Is it the Emperor, or is it the King of Wands? It's somebody from the past is trying to come back and make some sort of an offering, rekindle some sort of a something. And offer a happily ever after. Or a happy family life. A happy home life. This is what they're trying to offer. The Tower card. In reverse. I feel like it came to an end. I feel like we tried with whoever this energy is to have this I guess happily ever after, if you want to call it that. We tried to build towards that. We tried to have a relationship with whoever that was, and it didn't work out in the end. And now this person might be coming back, trying to start it up again. Saying that they desire this, they desire another shot, they want another shot with you. Balance. Trying to find balance, or juggling. I do see balance, but like uneven balance. Like they're not, and it might have been from the past, is that this person didn't offer as much to the relationship as you did. And maybe now they're coming forward saying, I'm ready to do my part, I'm ready to step up, I'm ready to offer more. Queen of Cups. Playing on emotions. On the emotional side. Is going to make this queen emotional. And trying to figure out what she's going to do. What decision she's going to make. The Nine of Wands does tend to represent a journey over time. See the past in it. Like, are we going to let the past go? Or are we going to start fresh? Are we going to try and rebuild? This is part of what she's struggling with. Trying to figure out whether to move on. Trying to figure out whether to give this a fresh go. Going to be bringing up a lot of old emotions when this person comes back. Emotions that perhaps this Queen of Cups had thought that she had moved past. But it's going to be bringing a lot more of it forward. The Hierophant. In reverse. So the Hierophant can represent that institution. Can represent a higher learning. It is in reverse here though. I feel it's tied into the Tower card and something that came to an end. Some sort of a deep commitment that came to an end. But now this person is going to want to come back and try again. The High Priestess. Secrets that are uncovered. Insight from these secrets that are uncovered from time away. Being able to look back after this Tower happened and look back at the relationship for what it was, gaining a new perspective, is actually giving her a new perspective on things, but it's still going to bring up old emotions and she's still going to struggle with this decision. Three of Swords does represent heartbreak. And this could have gone along with the Tower card and maybe what she was healing from and what she was moving forward from. And it might not be a complete separation. This might have been just sort of let's take some time apart to think about things as well, because sometimes the Three of Swords does speak of separation with the chance of reconciliation. King of Wands wants to reconcile. I don't know what the Queen of Cups does. I get a different vibe off of her that doesn't match the King of Wands. So she might be in a different place now. The Chariot card is all about positive forward movement, perseverance, carrying forward. So she might be looking to keep building. On the Page of Pentacles, it's another offering. Bringing an offering. She might be having multiple offerings here. And that might have been what triggered this King of Wands to come back around. He might have seen another offering coming forward. And so he decided that he wanted to give it another go. He really wasn't ready to let go and move forward. It's going to bring up a lot of emotions for this queen. And she's going to have to sort of decide if this is a part of her life she wants to open up again. If she wants to give it another shot. Whatever choice she makes will be the best choice for her, though, definitely. Alrighty, guys. So we're gonna move on now. I believe the next one we're gonna do is Gemini. So we'll gather up all the cards, give them a nice shuffle. We'll see what Tarot's got for Gemini today. I'm curious. There's a bunch of you guys I haven't done reads for in a little while, so I want to see what the powers that be have to say to you. I want to know what's going on in your life. So we're going to do a nice little read for Gemini here. Alrighty, Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Tarot, what do you got for Gemini today? See what we got, Gemini. And this one on top wanted to break away, so we're going to start the read with it. So we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands moving on, leaving the past behind, moving on, overcoming obstacles. It started to spin when I took it out. So somebody's struggling with this. Somebody is struggling with moving on. Somebody's struggling with letting go of something and moving forward. Healing from heartbreak is going to be part of this. Healing from something that was heartbreaking. And the Six of Wands is recognition and reward. Is overcoming obstacles and challenges. Like somebody's come a long way in healing from heartbreak. So we did have this Six of Swords come out, and it started to spin too. The Six of Swords, when it's upright, speaks of moving from stormier times to calmer ones. So having it come out, kind of starting to spin there, not sure which way it wanted to go. So somebody is struggling with moving forward with letting go. I feel like they've already made some pretty big strides. They're finding success in other aspects of their life, and definitely in healing and moving forward, but it is still a struggle. It is still a process. And the Death card in reverse too. So then the Death card is about closing the door on one chapter and beginning a new one. So we're still working on it. We're still working on moving forward. We're still working on starting this new journey. There's still things that need to be uncovered. The High Priestess can speak to secrets sometimes. And this might just be discovering their own feelings, how they truly feel about all of this. And this moving on, this moving forward, this change, being able to discover that for themselves. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is about new beginnings too. A new life. Somebody is struggling to build a new life. Struggling to move on. Struggling to move forward. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. The Seven of Pentacles is usually about an abundant harvest. So somebody's working for an abundant harvest. Or trying to put in the groundwork. They're trying to lay in the groundwork for an abundant harvest. Starting over. See, starting over, starting fresh. Trying to rebuild again. The Hanged Man. So the only thing that can hold you back from success is you. So this person who's healing, who's going through the healing process and rebuilding process and moving forward, they have they are completely capable of being able to find success. They're capable of healing. They're capable of moving forward. It's not easy, but this person can do it. And that's what the Hangman tells me. The Hangman is a very positive card. It says you can have that success in your life. You can have that happiness in your life. It's going to take work on your part, and not allowing sort of emotions to get in the way, or things from the past to get in the way. But you can have that in your life. You're capable of finding it. And the Moon card, secrets coming to light. The Wheel of Fortune. So we might be talking about two different energies here too with this Wheel of Fortune card. This might be somebody else reaping the benefits of their behavior in a situation. It's not necessarily positive benefits. It might be just consequences of something that they did. It might be just, and it might be part of these secrets that were found out. So you get one person who's moving forward, one person who's working on rebuilding, healing, and then someone else who's going to be getting their karma from whatever these secrets were that are coming to light. Balance. Struggling to find balance in this new chapter. I almost feel like someone feels like they have bad luck too. The Fool card. A new perspective. A new perspective. That's what the Fool card is talking about. Somebody gaining a new perspective here. And it's connected to this Hanged Man, is this new perspective. And perhaps whatever was in the past, whatever came to an end, whatever this heartbreaking situation was, maybe whatever it was happened for a reason, and it's actually going to bring something positive about here. Page of Wands. Page of Wands does represent good news on the way. It is tied to this Ace of Wands too. It's going to give this person a leg up and a new beginning. Whatever this is, whatever this offering that's coming, it's going to help somebody in this moving forward and moving on process. And the Ten of Pentacles, it does represent wealth. It's part of the Fool card. It's part of the new perspective. It's going to change somebody's perspective. Whatever this offering is that comes, it's going to change the way that somebody looks at things. Sort of like that half empty, half full, right? And the Two of Cups in reverse. So the Two of Cups is about a relationship. So being in reverse, a relationship that came to an end, and this is where the Three of Swords is speaking to. It's speaking to healing from a heartbreak, trying to move past a heartbreak and move forward. And again, like struggling with moving on, struggling with moving forward. On choice. Struggling with clarity. I'm moving forward and making a choice. This Page of Wands is going to be great though. This Page of Wands, he's going to bring so much with this offering, with whatever this is. It's going to lead to a new perspective. It's going to lead to a feeling of wealth and abundance. And the Page of Cups in reverse. And that's part of this new perspective too, is realizing that what somebody was offering you, or what you thought somebody was offering you, and it does go to this relationship, was not all you thought it was. Being able to realize that this person couldn't give you what you needed, couldn't give you what you wanted, having them removed from your life actually makes space for somebody new to come in, somebody who can offer you more of what you want, your passions, your desires, somebody who can be more fulfilling to you, because this person couldn't do it. This person couldn't offer you the type of connection that you wanted or that you needed. And this might help to bring that clarity and that moving forward and that new perspective. Alrighty guys, so that was for Gemini. That was Gemini's read. Let's do Aquarius next. So we'll see what's going on in Aquarius's life. Sorry. Sorry, I had to change the way I was sitting there. My leg was going numb. All right, let's see what we got. What's going on for Aquarius? Get these guys all shuffled up here. Oh, we had one that already wanted to pop out, the World card there. Interesting. I wonder if that's going to come out in the read. It didn't seem to want to sit in the deck. What's going on in Aquarius's life? Whew, they're all going sideways now. The cards are getting eager to get going for Aquarius. They got to have a mouthful going on here. Alrighty, Aquarius. What is going on for Aquarius? What's Aquarius dealing with? That one popped out sideways. There we go. So the Five of Wands. Five of Wands can represent conflict, maybe a conflict coming to an end. Queen of Swords, truth won out, being honest, acting with integrity, doing the right thing, being truthful. The Nine of Swords. So still dealing with emotions from the fallout of this, from the fallout of whatever this conflict is. So there might be a loss here. There might have been something that came to an end in all of this. And that Four of Cups is like emotional detachment, moving away emotionally, detaching emotionally from something or someone. The Queen of Cups. And somebody might not be processing their emotions too, guys. Some of the qualities that go with the Queen of Swords, really the Swords, court cards in general, it's not emotional. So somebody who doesn't allow their emotions to rule them. Sometimes there's somebody who doesn't process their emotions too. We do have that Queen of Cups in reverse, and Cups is it is indicative of emotions. So this queen might actually be struggling to process her emotions, and maybe she's emotionally shutting down. The Knight of Swords can even represent depression and anxiety. So this is somebody who might be struggling with something, struggling to sort of take back control emotionally, moving on from whatever this conflict was. Ace of Pentacles represents a new beginning, some sort of a new beginning, possibly a financial change. Five of Swords. The Five of Swords can represent lies. It can represent dishonesty as well. And this might be part of what this Queen of Swords is trying to process, or really struggling to process too. The Fool card. And the Fool card can represent a new perspective. I feel like the Queen was rewarded though for doing the right thing. Whatever this situation was, even though it's emotionally it's really hard and she's having trouble dealing with that end of things, I feel like that Ace of Pentacles, that new beginning, possibly even financial, she is having that recognition and reward from being honest and moving with integrity and doing the right thing. The Three of Swords in reverse. And the Three of Swords does represent heartbreak. It is in reverse here. I feel like it's still part of what she's dealing with. She's working to process whatever this was. But letting it go and moving forward from whatever this conflict was, it does benefit her emotionally too in the long run, because it is releasing something that was toxic and destructive in her life, whatever it was, even though it was probably heartbreaking to walk away from whatever it was, or to have it come to an end. There's still that sense of loss. There's still that sense of grieving. but it does move her to a better place. Like it's going to give her a new perspective as time goes on. It's going to give her a new perspective. This is not an overnight change. The Ace of Wands. Like somebody's working to rebuild. This can even tie into the Three of Swords because within the heartbreak, there are 3 swords. There's sometimes, in some people's cases, it can refer to a third-party relationship. The Ace of Wands can also speak of passions. And somebody following their passion, this was what caused the conflict. This is what caused the heartache. This is what caused the new beginning. And a partnership dissolving. I feel like that queen has clarity. She has clarity and truth. She knows what the truth is. And it did pop out the World card there. And the World card is those benefits. Gaining those benefits from something that you've put a lot of work into. From doing the right thing. It can be like karma sometimes too. It's that reward from the universe for going through shit and coming out the other side and doing your part. And she's going to be getting these pentacles. She's going to be getting this generosity. She's going to be getting this new beginning. But she's still struggling to move forward and move on. It's not going to be an easy path for her in leaving the past behind and moving forward. Financially, it looks like she's probably going to have the means to do that. But emotionally, it's going to be a process in healing and moving forward. And the Knight of Cups, an emotional victory. And that's within this new beginning. Yeah, it's within this new beginning that she's going to find this emotional victory. It's going to come in time with healing. It's going to come with moving forward. It's going to come with rebuilding. She may struggle with it some, but she will be able to get there. She will be able to get that new beginning, and it will be an emotional victory in the long run, not having whatever this toxic energy was in her life holding her back. Alrighty guys, so that's the one for Aquarius. That's Aquarius's read today. So we're going to shuffle them up and we're going to get going for Leo. Leo will be our next read. So let's see what's going on in Leo's life. What does Leo have happening? Alrighty. So what do you got, Leo? What do you got for me? What's going on for Leo? Ooh. Okay, so we had some pop out the bottom, so we're actually going to hold them aside, and those are going to start for Leo. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles can represent good news on the way. Pentacles can sometimes speak to finances, guys. And the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is about healing. Healing, taking time to heal, taking time for self-care. This might be a financial offering too, guys. Two of Wands, choosing a path. Choosing a healing path. Or this financial offering allowing to choose a path. Happiness and celebration. Celebrating possibly this financial offering. This financial good news. This choosing of a new path. This healing. So the Six of Wands can represent that recognition and reward. but it's in reverse. And we have the Eight of Wands in reverse as well. And the Eight of Wands does represent communication, sometimes over long distance, maybe somebody waiting for news. And that's what this Page of Pentacles is going to be. This is the news perhaps that somebody's waiting for. They're waiting to hear about something. They're waiting to hear about some sort of a recognition. Having something recognized. It might have to do with the healing as well. The Ten of Cups, it represents sort of that happily ever after, that happy family home. On the Devil card, interesting. That Devil card, that's a toxic force in somebody's life. And this might be part of the healing too. That somebody is healing from something toxic in their life. Working to let go of that, working to move forward. And it could be financial too, guys. The Five of Pentacles can sometimes represent going through a rough time financially. So whatever this offering is definitely going to be a reason to celebrate, going to bring some sort of a relief to a very tough situation, something that someone is struggling with. And it might be in the home life. We do have the Lovers card too. Interesting. We had a big batch that were sort of sticking out of the deck and they called to me. Heartbreak. This might be part of where this money comes from too. Maybe there is some sort of a division of assets. That came from a splitting of relationships. Knight of Wands. This Knight of Wands brings movement. He brings moving on. He brings change with him. There's some sort of a change that's going to be happening here. And it is a positive change. We are going to find some celebration. We're going to find some happiness. We're going to find some healing. We're waiting for an offering though. We're waiting for possibly things to be divided. And that's what the Six of Pentacles is speaking to. It's speaking to that balance. It's speaking to, I don't necessarily want to call it generosity. It's more like a fairness, a balancing and evening out. And bringing truth to some lies. Bring some lies to light. And the King of Swords, who is trying to hide the truth. It might have to do with that Lovers card too, guys. We do have the Page of Swords. Somebody keeping an eye on somebody else. Some sort of a connection that's still happening there too. And the World card in reverse. I see this person who's healing is going to be getting positive benefits. This person who sort of caught the short end of the stick on that one when it comes to heartbreak, they're going to be catching some benefits. They're going to have a reason to celebrate. I feel like the person on the other end, not so much. They're going to be forced to give. And I do feel like it's probably financially. In some way, shape, or form because of what happened. And possibly an ending to a relationship here. But this person who's healing, they're waiting for news in regards to all of this. And the High Priestess is about secrets coming to light too. Light being shed on secrets. Bringing forth an understanding or an insight in these issues as well. And whatever this is that comes to light is going to bring forward this insight. And definitely there's going to be, like I said, there's going to be some sort of an evening out. This King of Swords might not like it. He might catch the short end, but it is because of lies on his part. It is because of dishonesty. This swift change that's coming. And the person with the energy who's healing from all of this is going to be getting some sort of a financial benefit to help them in moving on and moving forward. Alrighty guys, so that was for Leo. Okay, and then we'll do Scorpio next. Let's see what's going on in Scorpio's life. I'm curious. Let's shuffle up the cards. Let's ask Tarot, what's going on for Scorpio today? What does Scorpio have going on in their life? We haven't done a read for Scorpio either. Let's see. Let's see what Scorpio has. right, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio, what do you got going on today? What is going on in your life, Scorpio? Alrighty, let's see what tarot has for Scorpio today. I feel like this back card wanted to pop out. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands can represent burdens. Feeling burdened. That guy wanted to pop out too. And it went sideways. Queen of Wands. So we'll just turn her upright for now. So this Queen of Wands, she is attracting attention. This Queen of Wands. She's a go-getter too. But she got full plate. She got very full plate in her life right now. She got a lot on the go, this woman. And the Knight of Pentacles. She's working hard for something that she hasn't seen the benefits of yet. And it might be looking for something that's steady or someone that's steady. This could be finances. This could be a relationship, because when the Knight of Pentacles speaks to a person, he speaks of somebody who's steady and steadfast, somebody who you can count on for the long haul. And this might be what she's looking for right now. This could also just be speaking to, because we do have Pentacles and it does tend to speak to finance, as she's working to earn something. She's looking to build a nest egg. She's looking to build and earn for the future. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands represents new beginnings. That one started to spin on me too, so it wasn't sure whether it wanted to come upright or in reverse. Plunked in reverse anyways. You know, that Ace of Wands can sometimes speak to a new business venture, so this might be in career, this might be in business. I'm struggling for some sort of a new beginning or a new opportunity in it. We also have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is kind of about wish fulfillment. Having it in reverse, she's struggling to make a wish come true. She's struggling to bring some wish to fruition. Let's see what we got here. Two of Wands, choosing a path. Struggling to make a choice in career. Because maybe the path that she's gone on isn't quite getting her the results that she needs. I feel like she's been at it for a while though. And that's why this Knight of Pentacles showed up. It's something she's been trying to do for a while. It's something she's trying to make fly for a while, but it's not quite going for her. Well, the Six of Wands does represent that recognition and reward. So being recognized for your hard work. And Temperance, balance between emotion and logic. This might be recognizing her hard work. Or waiting for her hard work to get recognized. King of Swords, interesting. This King of Swords, he usually tends to deal in facts. He's not a very emotional person. We're going to pull some more cards and see where he fits in. She's working on an abundant harvest. Just not being able to be able to reap the benefits of it yet. I feel like she's been working at it for quite a long time. How does this King of Swords fit in? Do you have something to do with this not being an abundant harvest? The Chariot card, it represents perseverance, positive movement forward. Somebody struggling to keep moving forward. This is part of the struggle to choose a path. Does she keep going the way she's always been going? Does she keep fighting this path? Or does she find a new way of moving on? So the Five of Swords, it does represent lies. It does represent dishonesty. So there might be some sort of a dishonesty going on here. That's keeping her from moving forward and finding what she wants. Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups can represent good news on the way, that of an emotional nature. It can represent an emotional offering. And the Knight of Wands, change. So something's not going to change. Something's not going to change. It's not going to give her what she wants emotionally. It's not going to be the right kind of offering for her. I feel like this is a truth that's coming to light. because this Five of Swords is in reverse. So she's starting to see the truth of a certain situation, and that something is not going to bring the change that she wants. It's not going to bring the results that she's looking for. Star card, which represents clarity. So she's finding the clarity in this situation that whatever she was doing before or whatever she's been doing is not going to get her the results that she wants. It's not going to get her abundant harvest that she's been working so hard for. It's not going to. And this is the recognition and reward. This is her recognizing something, her being able to recognize all her hard work, being able to look at it objectively, being able to see that there's something else in this situation that makes this, whatever this is that she's working towards in the situation that she's in, and not going to get her the results that she's after. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is what she's trying to build towards. She's trying to build like a nest egg. She's trying to build financially. She's trying to build this wealth in this life where she can live comfortably. She can have what she needs and not have to worry. But whatever this situation that she's in right now, that she's been working in, this situation is not working for her. And this is what she's seeing. She is struggling to move forward and move on, to make that choice to let go and move on. But this is where temperance comes into, this balance between emotion and logic. So not allowing the disappointment of recognizing that whatever this isn't working for her, to overpower that choice of looking at other options. Because having a situation like that, it definitely brings forward fear of change, disappointment of letting go of the past and everything that you've been working for so long, and just stepping away from it. It brings so many emotions, and this is something that she's going to have to process and not allow it to stop her from making a choice that she already knows in her heart and in her soul that she needs to make. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for tuning in for that one. Okay, so let's see what we got. That was Scorpio. Interesting. That was a very interesting read for Scorpio. I'd like to know exactly what this situation is that Scorpio is dealing with. And let's see. So we'll do Pisces next. We'll see what Pisces has going on in their life. Let's visit Pisces. What do we got? What do we got going on for Pisces today? Let's see. What do you got, Pisces? What do you got for me? Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. What is going on with Pisces? What have they been going through in their life? What might they be struggling with? What's going on in Pisces' life? Alrighty. Let's see what Pisces has going on, guys. Woof, we got a bunch that are popping out. Those two. Actually, two from the back. Star card in reverse. The star card represents clarity. Maybe somebody seeking clarity in a situation. Clarity to make a choice. Struggling with making a choice. Sun card is a good omen card. It represents positive things manifesting. The Emperor in reverse. Interesting. This might be moving away from somebody who had some sort of sway or control over another person. Somebody who was in a authoritative position, not being there anymore. Justice. Justice brings balance. Justice brings fairness. And the Strength card. Finding inner strength. I do see empowerment in this card, like taking back control, taming the lion, because you do see a lion in that card. So it is about empowerment that in this read. And this is part of the choice. This is part of the clarity. This is part of finding justice. It's taking back control in some way, shape, or form. Waiting for news. Also waiting for news, maybe waiting for justice. And maybe that's why somebody's struggling to make a choice, because maybe their options are a little bit up in the air until they get this news. And whatever this news is, this is going to help them to find that clarity in making a choice and moving forward. Now, Hierophant. The Hierophant can speak to an institution, it can speak to a mentor, it can speak to an insight. This might be a marriage that came to an end. We're going to pull some more cards here. The Knight of Wands, change is coming, swift change is coming. Change that's going to allow for moving forward and moving on. That news that somebody's waiting for is going to be coming. And it's going to shed light on things. The Moon card does usually represent secrets. To me, it's this unknown that this news is going to be bringing forward, is going to be bringing light to, is going to be bringing clarity to. This is what this Moon card is representing. This clarity is going to be given. This truth is going to be uncovered. The Knight of Swords. But he's in reverse. He is charging in there to do battle. And he's got his sword of truth held high. He's using lies to try and win. That's what's been going on in this situation. He's been using lies to try and win in whatever this case of justice is. He's been using mistruths to try and mislead somebody, to try to throw justice off. Burdens. It's created a burden for someone in the meantime. Somebody is burdened with waiting for the news, with waiting for clarity, with waiting for some sort of a finality that allows a choice and a moving forward. And they're feeling a little stuck, which makes sense, because if you don't have that finality, if you don't have that finality to a situation, it's really hard to move forward, because you are technically still attached to it. And I feel like that's what's going on in this read. Somebody's still got that attachment, and that's why they're struggling to move forward. That's why they're struggling, and they can't make a choice, because they don't have, there's like a missing piece. There's something missing that doesn't allow them to make a choice. Ace of Wands, they're waiting for a new beginning. They're waiting for some sort of a new beginning here. Queen of Pentacles. And this is this nest egg, this is this wealth, this is this success, this is what somebody's waiting for in their justice. They're waiting to see how much of this they're going to get to be able to move forward and give them options. I see like a nurturing too. Like this person, the energy that belongs to this card, this person put in to grow this too. They tried to grow this too. Like they tried to grow it with this Emperor in reverse. But this person, this is the one who's stuck too. This is the one who's stuck, who's having trouble moving forward, who's having trouble going on. So they're waiting to hear how much of this nest egg that they're going to be able to have so that they can move forward. And the Three of Cups, celebration. So there's good news on the way. Somebody's going to be hanging on to some pentacles though. Hanging on to what they got. This might be this queen. She might be sitting pretty when all of this is over here. Because lies are coming to light. It's like this Knight of Swords, whoever he represents, tried to pull the wool over somebody's eyes. It might be multiple people, it might be justice included as well. But because this is in reverse, the light is coming. People are seeing clarity now. So justice is no fool. Justice is no fool. Justice sees what the way things are, and justice will balance the scales here. Like I said, I keep feeling like this queen is going to be sitting pretty by the time this is over. In the meantime, she might feel a little stuck. She might be having trouble making some sort of a choice and moving on and moving forward, because she technically is kind of still stuck waiting for this. But this news is coming, and it is going to be good news. It's going to give her the beginning that she needs and that she's been waiting for. Alrighty guys, let's move on and move forward. We're going to move on to Virgo next. Virgo will be our next read. We'll see what's going on in Virgo's life. We haven't checked in with them in a while, so I'm curious to see what Virgo has going on. Alrighty. Come on, Tarot. What is going on? What's going on for Virgo? What's going on in Virgo's life here? Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. What is going on with you guys? What's going on with beautiful Virgo? Let's see, what do we got? Tell me all about what Virgo's been dealing with. Alrighty. We got a bunch that popped out right away. King of Swords. This King of Swords, he's not somebody who's very emotional. He's somebody who deals in facts. The World card. So the World card does represent positive things manifesting for someone. Definitely not ones that show up out of the blue. These are ones that you usually have to earn by sort of learning life lessons or being able to endure some crappy things and move in a positive way. So the universe giving you a reward for being able to keep going forward. And struggling with a new beginning, struggling with moving forward. And I wonder if this reward from the World card isn't going to help with that. The Emperor, keep getting him in reverse today. Interesting. He's tied to this somehow. He's tied to this new beginning. Not moving forward. We do have the Queen of Pentacles too. Coming forward again. And the Seven of Cups in reverse, struggling with choice. Somebody doesn't have a choice. Emperor doesn't have a choice. So I feel like the Queen's got a choice. I feel like the Queen's not in a bad spot. I think that Emperor might be struggling with choice. That Emperor might be struggling with moving on and moving forward. The Knight of Cups. It's an emotional victory. This might be one of these options and one of these choices. The Page of Cups is an offering. Some sort of an emotional offering. Or emotional good news. Or something that someone's been struggling with. Maybe hearing some news that is disappointing as well. It's also tied to this Eight of Cups. I look at this one, I get pulled back to the Eight of Cups. It's like somebody's struggling. They're struggling with emotions. Struggling with letting go of certain things. Struggling with finding truth. Struggling with moving forward. Or maybe uncovering lies is what's caused this emotional heartache and this trouble in moving forward. We feel like something isn't fair. The Empress in reverse. The Empress is usually about growth. She's in reverse though. Now we have the Emperor and the Empress in the Emperor and the Empress in reverse, but the Queen of Pentacles is sitting pretty. Why is this Queen of Pentacles sitting pretty? And she somehow divided the Emperor and the Empress. The Wheel of Fortune card in reverse too. No. This Emperor was first connected to the Queen of Pentacles. This is a newer energy, this Empress. It's like the Emperor went to the Empress. And then it caused a loss over here. It caused the Queen of Pentacles to have more, which might be where this King of Swords comes in. He might have been the one who made the call here and who divided things. And she wound up financially with the better end of things. But whatever this was with his Empress here went to shit. She's not what she said she was. Her offering was fake. Her offering was little. I see lies. She lied about something. She might have lied about a bunch of shit. I have heard that sometimes the Page of Cups can represent a pregnancy. So I don't know if she lied about being pregnant to get the Emperor to move away from the Queen. No, now she's actually come forward and said she's not pregnant. But she was, I usually never get a negative vibe off of her. She just seems like this selfish, spoiled little brat is the vibe that I keep getting off of that Empress. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody was just after money. That would tie in with that Empress. There's 9 of Wands. I get the vibe off this 9 of Wands that he's like looking at what he lost. As I've never had the feeling from this 9 of Wands before, but that is the distinct impression that I get from him. This guy is looking at what he lost. He's looking at what he gave up, all these wands, all this abundance, and he just got this one shitty one left. And that one's the Empress. It's like he gave up all these beautiful, wonderful things with this Queen of Pentacles, and it was because of this Empress, choices that he made with this Empress, lies that she also told, but he chose to believe. And he chose to get himself in that situation to begin with, too. And so now he's looking with regret back at what he's lost. Six of Pentacles can represent balance. It can represent abundance. It can represent generosity. Oh. I wonder if he might come to the Queen looking for a handout. Or if that isn't how this Empress saw him. That he was wealthy and had so much to give, and that's why she went and dug her hooks in him. Knight of Pentacles. So whatever he was working towards building for a long time went to shit. And not just with the Queen, but financially as well. It was like something he worked for hard for a very long time to earn money to squirrel away, perhaps a house, perhaps investments, and now it's all gone. It's all been divided. This one just wanted that, and she might have buggered off now even after getting whatever she wanted. And he's feeling pretty sorry for himself that he lost. Well, he lost two things. He lost, I got a couple cards sticking onto the bottom. He lost the Queen because of his choices. And now he don't even have the Empress, but she was kind of a booby prize anyways. And he never had her to begin with because she was after something else. The Chariot card. Perseverance and moving forward. He's feeling pretty stalled out here. He's feeling pretty stuck. Because he broke contracts. He ended partnerships. He ended one here, and then this Empress ended one with him, and now he's got zilch. Now he's got nothing. But it was of his own choices. It was of his own making. And that is partly where the World card fits in too, is that this Queen, she went about life the right way. She made the right choices. She was rewarded. He did what he did, and he got what he got out of that. And that's the Wheel of Fortune card too. That's like karma. Karma keeps coming up in my reads. It's like he sort of got what he got because of the choices that he made and has nobody to blame but himself. Alrighty, guys. So that was a Virgo. So we have Aries left. We still haven't done a read for Aries, and I want to know what's going on in the life of Aries. What is Aries dealing with? Do they have some struggles that they're going through? What's going on for Aries? So Tarot, tell me all about Aries. What does Aries have going on today? I want to know all about it. What do we got going on here? What do you got, Aries? What do we got going on for Aries? Aries, Aries, Aries. Come on, tarot. We got for Aries. Oh, those ones wanted to pop out, so we're going to hold them aside. That's how we'll start the read. Chariot card. Perseverance, positive forward movement. Moving in a forward way. The Nine of Wands, journey over time. Like we're walking away from something, walking away from the past. And the Fool card, gaining a new perspective. And nobody's fool. Seven of Cups in reverse. The Seven of Cups is about choices. Struggling to make a choice, perhaps. Or looking for options and haven't decided yet. Temperance card. Balance between emotion and logic in this. This might be coming into play with making a choice. Is not allowing emotion to rule. Emotionally detaching. Looking at things from maybe more of a logical point of view in this forward way. Because I feel like it's a big picture decision for choosing a path. We do have Three of Cups, which represents happiness and celebration. In it, I see like others in your life. So it's relationships with others too, not necessarily romantic. This might be friends, this might be family. I feel like this is part of the decision. And the Five of Pentacles can represent sort of that going through a rough time financially, or feeling left out in the cold, or feeling like a piece of your life is missing or incomplete. There's something missing there. It is in reverse though, so we might be improving. Might be finding steady improvement in our life. We're still struggling to choose a path. Holding on to something. Maybe holding on to something from the past. Struggling to let something from the past go and move on. King of Wands. This is King of Wands. He's a very passionate person. He can be very ambitious and very driven as well. And the Page of Wands too. Interesting. Which can represent good news on the way. This might come in with choosing a path. This might be an option that comes forward. Balance, struggling to find balance. This King of Wands might be somebody who's about to enter someone's life and help to bring balance. The Ten of Wands represents burdens, feeling overwhelmed, feeling overburdened. Somebody's carrying a lot of burdens. It's this choice too is weighing heavy on them and choosing a path. The Knight of Wands. That's a whole lot of wands we got going on. Knight of Wands is all about movement. He's all about change. Some sort of a change is coming. Some sort of a change. And this is what the Page of Wands is going to herald in. It's like somebody bringing an offering. I wonder if it's going to be for a new relationship. So the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords can represent an ending. It's usually one that's beneficial for you in the long run. It is in reverse here. You are struggling to find the bright side of some sort of an ending and moving forward in a new beginning. Not easy to do when emotions are involved. Definitely disappointments as well. The Hermit card came out and went sideways. So we're struggling with being alone. We're struggling with making sense of things. We're struggling with sort of being able to find that clarity. And choosing a path, choosing a new way, choosing a new direction to go in. This is what somebody's struggling with, struggling to find clarity. I feel like this Page of Wands and this King of Wands are going to play a role. Like this page is representing this good news coming forward. And this King is going to be part of that good news. And this is going to be someone who helps to bring balance, who helps to ease burdens. who helps with this Three of Cups, this happiness, this celebration, the temperance, seeing things in a new light, and making a choice in moving forward with a new path. Alrighty, guys, that is all 12 zodiac signs. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed whichever read you watched, or all of them if you watched them all. And I hope you guys definitely have a great rest of your day. Take care.